江泽民同志追悼大会开始，默哀。默哀毕，奏唱中华人民共和国国歌。请中共中央总书记、国家主席、中央军委主席习近平同志致悼词。
同志们， 朋友们，今天我们在首都人民大会堂隆重举行追悼大会，极其沉痛地悼念敬爱的江泽民同志。此时此刻，大江南北、长城内外、全国各地的党政机关、企事业单位、乡村、学校、部队、街道社区的广大人民群众，我国驻外使领馆及其他驻外机构人员，香港特别行政区同胞、澳门特别行政区同胞和台湾同胞，以及海外侨胞，也都同我们一道，深切缅怀江泽民同志的丰功伟绩和崇高风范，寄托我们的哀思。全党全军、全国各族人民为失去了江泽民同志这样一位伟大人物感到无限悲痛。世界各国人民、各国领导人和各方面国际友人也表示深切哀悼。江泽民同志是全党、全军、全国各族人民公认的享有崇高威望的卓越领导人，伟大的马克思主义者，伟大的无产阶级革命家、政治家、军事家、外交家，久经考验的共产主义战士，中国特色社会主义伟大事业的杰出领导者，党的第3代中央领导集体的核心，3个代表重要思想的心血和精力都献给了中国人民，为争取民族独立、人民解放和实现国家富强、人民幸福鞠躬尽瘁，奋斗终生。特别是党的13届4中全会以后13年，党和国家取得的巨大成就， 同江泽民同志的雄才大略、关键作用、高超政治领导艺术是分不开的。江泽民同志为党和人民建立了不朽功勋，赢得了全党、全军、全国各族人民衷心爱戴和国际社会广泛赞誉。同志们、朋友们，江泽民同志从青少年时代起就立志追求真理，积极投身人民革命运动的洪流。他是江苏省扬州市人，1926年8月出生在爱国知识分子家庭，从小接受爱国主义思想和民主革命思想的启蒙。1943年冬，他参加了中共地下党组织领导的爱国进步学生运动。1946年4月，加入中国共产党，从此把毕生精力献给了党和人民。新中国成立后，江泽民同志先后在企业、科研单位、国家部委工作，在每个岗位上，他都尽职尽责、艰苦努力，把火热年华献给了社会主义革命和建设事业。在改革开放方面，做了大量开拓性工作。在党的12大上，他当选为中央委员。1985年后，江泽民同志任上海市市长、上海市委副书记、书记。他领导制定上海经济发展规划和城市建设规划，提出在20世纪末把上海建设成为开放型、多功能、产业结构合理、科学技术先进、具有高度文明的社会主义现代化城市的发展方针，强调把浦东建设成为国际化、枢纽化、现代化的世界一流新市区，积极推进为民办实事制度化，为开创上海改革开放和社会主义现代化建设新局面做出了突出贡献。在党的13届一中全会上，他当选为中央政治局委员。1989年春夏之交， 我国发生严重政治风波。江泽民同志坚决拥护和执行党中央关于旗帜鲜明反对动乱、捍卫社会主义国家政权、维护人民根本利益的正确决策，仅仅依靠广大党员、干部、群众有力维护上海稳定。同志们、朋友们，1989年6月，江泽民同志在党的13届四中全会上当选为中央政治局常委、中央委员会总书记。同年11月，党的13届五中全会决定他为中共中央军事委员会主席，形成以江泽民同志为核心的党的第3代中央领导集体。江泽民同志担任党和军队主要领导职务之际，我国正面临外有压力、内有困难的严重时刻，可谓临危受命。江泽民同志坚定表示，为了党和人民的事业，我一定鞠躬尽瘁，死而后已。20世纪80年代末、90年代初，国际国内发生严重政治风波，世界社会主义出现严重曲折，一些西方国家对中国进行所谓制裁，我国社会主义事业发展面临空前巨大的困难和压力。在这个决定党和国家前途命运的重大历史关头，江泽民同志带领党的中央领导集体，紧紧依靠全党全军全国各族人民，毫不动摇坚持经济建设这个中心，旗帜鲜明坚持4项基本原则，坚持改革开放，坚决开展治理整顿，全面加强意识形态工作，深入开展党风廉政建设和反腐败斗争，加强党同人民群众的联系，积极展开外交斗争，坚决维护国家的独立、尊严、安全、稳定，捍卫了中国特色社会主义伟大事业。经过艰苦努力，党和人民成功稳住了改革发展大局， 为我国发展打下了坚实基础。从党的13届四中全会到党的16大的13年中，国际形势风云变幻，我国改革开放和社会主义现代化建设进程波澜壮阔。在国际国内十分复杂的形势下，江泽民同志带领党的中央领导集体，高举马克思列宁主义、毛泽东思想、邓小平理论伟大旗帜，坚持党的基本路线不动摇，紧紧依靠全党全军全国各族人民，坚定不移坚持和发展中国特色社会主义。他提出抓住机遇，深化改革，扩大开放，促进发展，保持稳定的基本方针，全面阐述了正确处理社会主义现代化建设中的12大关系，深化了我们对社会主义现代化建设规律的认识，强调抓住机遇而不可丧失机遇，开拓进取而不可因循守旧。领导我们制定和实施了促进改革发展稳定的一系列方针政策和重大战略。他领导我们确立了党在社会主义初级阶段的基本纲领，为我们坚持和发展中国特色社会主义事业提供了有力指导。他领导我们确立了社会主义市场经济体制的改革目标和基本框架，确立了社会主义初级阶段公有制为主体、多种所有制经济共同发展的基本经济制度和按劳分配为主体、多种分配方式并存的分配制度，锐意推进经济体制改革、政治体制改革、文化体制改革和其他各方面改革。他对全面建设小康社会、实现第3步战略目标进行了前瞻性的战略思考，强调要在本世纪头20年集中力量，全面建设惠及10几亿人口的更高水平的小康社会。他强调，财大才能气粗，落后就要挨打，必须把发展 作为党执政兴国的第一要务，聚精会神搞建设，一心一意谋发展。他提出坚持引进来和走出去相结合，以改革、以开放促改革，
of coming in and going out strategies
以开放
and leverage openness to promote reform and development.
领导我们加入
He also
世
led
界
China
贸易组织，
to join the WTO,
形成对外开
thus
放新。
forming a new pattern of opening up to the outside world.
他领导我们发展社会主义
Comrade Jiang
民主政
Zemin
治
led us to develop
实
socialist
施依法治
democracy,
国基本方略，
implement the basic strategy of
发展
law-based
社会主义
governance,
先进文化，
promote cultural ethical advancement,
实现香港、澳门
and achieve
顺利
the
回归，
smooth return of Hong Kong and
推
Macau.
动两岸双方达成体现一个
Push
中
the
国
two
原
sides
则的
of the Taiwan
92
Strait
共识，
to reach the 1992 consensus,
有力开
which
展
embodies
反
the
分
One
裂
China principle.
反台独，
And he vigorously carried out a major struggle against secessions and Taiwan independence.
世界眼光。
He
洞察
always
世
had
界
a
形势
broad
发展
global
总趋势
perspective on global development trends
提出一系列
and formulated
外交和国
a
际战略
series
思想，
of diplomatic and international
积极推动
strategic ideas.
世界走向多极化，
He promoted globalization
国际关系民主化，尊重
democratization of international relations,
推动
respect for the
成立
diversity
上
of
海
the
合作
world,
组织，
and the establishment
领导我们打
of
开
ICO,
外交工作新局面。
therefore opening up a new dimension in our diplomatic work.
他强调治国必先
He
治党，
pointed out
治
that
党
to do a
必
good
从
job
严
of governing the country, the party must
强调
first do a good job
讲
of
学
governing
习
itself,
讲
and that
政
means
治
governing it
讲
strictly.
正气，提出推进党的建设
He put
新的
forward
伟大工程，
the new project of building
强
the
调解
party,
决好提高领导水平和
and
执
also
政水平，
emphasize
增强拒腐防变和抵御风险的能力。
the
两大
party's
历史性课
two
题
historical tasks of both
坚定
improving
推
its
进
leadership and governance
党风
and
廉政建
reinforcing
设
its ability to
和反腐
resist
败斗争
corruption and withstand risks. He resolutely
始终保
opposed
持
and prevent
共产党
corruption,
人的蓬勃
which
朝气
is a major political task
昂
for
扬
the
锐
whole
气
party.
浩然正气，始终保持党的先进性、
We should always keep
纯洁性。
the party's nature.
他领导我们正确处理
And he
改
also
革
led us
发展稳
to
定关
correctly
系，
handle the relationship between
推动
reform,
社会主义
opening
务实
up,
文
and
明
development.
政治文明、精神文明建设和党的建设，
And also to develop
取得
the immaterial
举世瞩目
cultural
的
ethical
新进
advancement
展，
to impressive new
成功
heights,
把中国特色
and
社会主义
successfully
推向21
advance
世
the
纪。
cause of socialism with Chinese characteristics into the 21st century.
江泽民同志深刻洞察
Comrades Jiang
世
Zemin
界新军事变革的发展趋势，
gained insight into the new
主持
military
制定了
development in the world.
新时期军事战
He
略方针，
formulated strategic guidelines for the
强调
military
推
in the
进
new era.
中国特色军事变革，
He emphasized to promote military reform with Chinese characteristics, and stressed unswervingly following a distinctive Chinese approach of having fewer but better troops. He underscored that in these years, all my efforts, let me put it simple, is to see whether our military can win the war without changing its nature. He underscored and insisted on the absolute leadership of the party over the military, and the military should also have the strong capability in its conduct and in its principle, and also in good logistic support. Make sure that the spirit of people's military never change. And we should also advance military transformation and achieving leapfrog development in the modernization of the armed forces with the goal of developing informatized armed forces and winning informatized warfare. He also made a strategic decision that the military, armed police, and political and legal organs must completely stop all business activities. Under his leadership and vigorous promotion, our national defense and military modernization have made great achievements. Comrade Jiang Zemin insists on freeing mind, seeking truth from facts, advancing with the times, respecting practice and the masses. Around the theme of building socialism with Chinese characteristics, he put forward a series of new ideas, new perspectives, and new assertions. And he made outstanding contributions to the adherence to and development of the party's basic theory, basic line, basic program, and basic experience. In particular, he pulled the wisdom of the whole party to create the thought of the three represents, which further answered the question of what is socialism and how to build socialism, and creatively answered the question of what kind of party we would like to build and how to build it. The theory of three represents enriches and develops the theory of socialism with Chinese characteristics, and it helps us to understand the meaning of the socialism and serve as a continuation, enrichment, and development of Marxism, Leninism, Mao Zedong thought, and Deng Xiaoping theory.
"13 years after the third plenary sessions of the 40th CPC Central Committee, Comrade Jiang Zemin led us to deal with a series of the international emergencies relating to the national sovereignty and security.
战胜
fight
在政治
against
经济领域
the difficulties
和自然界出现的
emerged
困难
in politics,
风险
economies, and in the nature.
特别是领导我们
Under his leadership,
成功抵御
we have
亚洲金融危
successfully
机冲击。
managed the impact of Asia
战胜
financial crisis,
1998年特大洪涝灾
come
害等，
across the major flood
保证了
disaster in
改革开放
1998,
和社会主义现代化建设
guaranteeing
的航船
the shape
始
of
终沿着
reform
正
and
确
opening
方
up,
向
as well as the
破
modern
浪前
socialism, is sailing forward in the right direction.
江泽民同志
Comrade Jiang Zemin
高度重视
attach great
事关
importance
党和人民事
to
业
the
的重大战略
strategic issues relating to the party and the people.
在筹备党的16大期间，
During the preparations of the
他主动
16th
提出
conference of the
不再担
party,
任
he
中央
proposed to no
领导
longer hold the post in the
并
central
从中
leadership.
央委员会
He retired
退下来，
from the central committee
以利于促进党和
that
国家高
helps
层领导
stimulating the
新老交替。
metabolism of the high-level leaders of the party
党中
and the
央同意
country.
了
The
江
CPC
泽民
Central
同志的
Committee
请求。
agreed Comrade Jiang Zemin's proposal.
2004年，
In 2004,
他又主动提出
he proposed
辞去他担任的
again to
党和
retire
国家
from the positions
中央军
of
事
the
委员会
president
主
of
席
the
的
military
职务，
committees of the CPC Central
充
Committee.
分体现了
This is an
他对
embodiment
党和国家事业
of
发展
his
的
deep
深
thoughts
谋
and
远虑。
long-term considerations that he has to the party
从
and
领
to
导
our
岗位
country.
上退下来以
After
后，
retiring from the leading
江泽
position,
民同志
Comrade Jiang Zemin
坚决
has
拥护和支持
have actively upheld
党工
and
作
support the work of the CPC Central
关
Committee.
心
He cares
中国特色社
about
会主义
the great
伟
causes
大事
of
业，
the socialism with Chinese
坚定
characteristics.
支持
He firmly
党风
supported
廉政建设
the
和
anti-corruption
反腐败斗
campaign.
争。2006年，
In 2006,
江泽民同志
Comrade Jiang Zemin
亲自主持编辑
was personally in
和
charge
诸篇审
of
定
editing and
江泽民文
finalizing
选
the first,
第一卷、
second, and
第二卷
third
第三卷。
volumes of the
为我们继
selected
续
work
推
of
进
Jiang Zemin,
中国特色社会主义
providing
伟大事业
important
和
textbook
党的建设
for
新的伟
us
大工
to
程，
promote
提供了
socialism
重
with
要教材。
Chinese characteristics and the great
江泽民
engineering
同志
feat
在
for the
长
party
期革命实
construction.
践中锤炼出来了
Long-term revolutionary
鲜明的
practice have
革命
honed
精神
Comrade Jiang Zemin's
和革
revolutionary
命风
spirit
范。
and charisma.
江泽民同志目光远
Comrade
大，
Jiang Zemin is a people
审
is a,
时
with
度
great
势
sight and seizes up the
总是从
situation.
中国和世界发
He
展大事，
always
从
observed
党和国家
and
工作
considered
全局
the
出发，
question from the
观察
general trends in the country and the world,
不断推进
promoting
理论创新
innovations
和其
in the
他
theories
各方
and
面
in
创新。
all the other aspects.
江泽民同志
Comrade Jiang Zemin
信念
is
坚定，
determined
处事
and
果断，总是
prioritize
把党和人民放
the
在心中
place
最高的位置，
of the party and the
始终
people
不渝
at the highest
坚持共产党人
position
的
in his heart.
理想
He
信
has
念，
always upheld communist
在关键时
ideologies.
刻具有做出
He
果敢
has
决策
the
的
great decision-making,
非凡战略
extraordinary
和进行
audacity,
理
and
论创
great
新的
courage for
巨大勇气。
theoretical innovation.
江泽民同志
Comrade Jiang Zemin
尊重实践，
respected reality,
与时俱进，
always keep pace with the
总
time
是紧紧把握
and
时代发展脉
grip the
搏
pulse of the time
和契
and
机，
opportunities for
坚
development.
持从党和人民活生生的实践出发，
Comrade Jiang Zemin
总结经验，
summarized
寻找
the
路子，
experiences from the living practices of the party and our people
国家
and find a way forward.
江泽民同志
Comrade Jiang Zemin
尊重群众，
respect the people,
关心群众，
cares the public,
总是高
and
度关
always
注
attach
人民群
great
众
importance
安危冷
to
暖，
the livelihood
依据
of
最
our
广大
people
人民根本利益来
test
检验
and
和推动
promote
工作。
the work according to the basic interest of
江泽
the
民同志的革命精神
people.
和革命风
The
范，
revolutionary spirit
永远
and
铭刻
charisma
在
of Comrade
我们心
Jiang
中，
Zemin will always
永
be
远教育
engraved
和激
in
励
our heart.
我们
Will
前
always
进。
educating and incentivize all of us to forge ahead.
江泽民同志的逝世，
The passing away of Comrade
对
Jiang
我党
Zemin
我军我
is
各族人民是不可 估量的
unmeasurable
损
loss
失。
for our party, our military, and all the ethnic groups
党
in
中
China.
央号
The
召
CPC Central Committee
全党全军
calls
全国
for
各族
all
人
the
民
party, the
化悲
military,
痛
and ethnic
为力
groups
量
in China to turn our griefs
继承
into
江泽民同志的遗
the
志，
power
以实
to
际行动
inherit the
表达
legacies
我
of
们的
Comrade
悼
Jiang
念
Zemin, using the real actions to
在中
express
国特色社会主义道
our
路上
grief,
不断
and
谱写
keeps
党和
write
国家事
new
业发展
chapters
新篇章。
on the route of Chinese characteristics with socialism.
马克思主义是我们
Marxism
立党立国、兴党兴国的根本指导思
is
想。
the fundamental guiding thought for our party and our country to survive and thrive.
就是三
The
个代表。
most valuable treasures that Comrade Jiang Zemin left
他表
us
示，
is the thought of
我
three
提出这个问题
representatives.
是经过了
He has
长时
once
期思考
noted that I came
三个
up
代表的
with
思想
this thought
不是
after a
凭空
long
产
term
生的，
considerations.
而是
The theories of
我
the
们
three
13年来
representatives is not
理论和实
born
践上
overnight.
不
It
断探
is
索
a
和开
fruit
拓的结果。
after 13 years exploration and innovations in the
三个
theory
代
and
表
the
主导思
practice.
想
The
是
theory of
必
three
须长期
representatives
坚持的
is a
指导
guiding
思想。
principle that our party must be
新
held
征程上
for a long time.
我们
On
一定
this
要
new
坚持
journey,
把马克思主
we
义基
must
本原理
combining
同
the
中国
basic
具体实
principles
际
of the
相结
Marxism
合，
with the Chinese
同
realities,
中华优秀
with
传统
the
文化相结合，
essence of
坚持
the
一切
traditional Chinese
从
cultures.
实际出发，
We must stick to the principle that
不
all
断
of
回
our
答
actions
中国
must
之问、
start from
世
the
界之问、
realities
人民
and
之问，
answered the question
时代
of
之问。
China, the question of the world,
始终
and the
保持马克
question
思主
of
义
the
的
people and
蓬
the
勃生
time.
机和旺
Always
盛活力。
keep the booming spirit of the Marxism.
中国共产党领导
The
是
leadership
党和
of
人民
the
事业
Communist
风
Party
雨
of
无
China
阻向前进的根本保证。
is the basic guarantee for our party and our people to forge ahead
江泽民同
despite
志
all the ups and downs.
语重心长地说
Comrade Jiang Zemin has：“ once
我作为一名
cited that
老共产党
as
员，
a communist
真
member
诚的希望，
that have served the party for a long time, I sincerely
特别
hope
是中央
that
各位
all
同
the
志，
comrades in our party, especially
时时刻刻
comrades working in the
把
Central
党
Committee,
放在心中最高的
prioritize
位置，
our party at every single
在
moment.
各项工作中
Stick to
自觉
and
坚持
maintaining
和维
the
护
party's
党
leadership
的领导，
in all of our work
这是我
at
们党
every
和
single
国家
moment.
的
This is going to be the hope
所在。
for our party and for our country.
新征程上，
On this new journey
我们一
ahead,
定要保持
we are going to
赶考的
keep
清醒，
our determination as to be tested,
增强4个意识，
enhancing the
坚定4
consensus
个自信，
of the need to maintain political
做到
integrity,
2个维护，
thinking in big terms, follow
弘扬
leadership
伟大建
core,
党
and
精神，
keep in alignment.
不忘初
We
心
must
使命，
have the confidence in the
勇于
path,
推
theory,
进自我
system,
革
and
命，
culture of socialism with Chinese characteristics.
确保党在新时
Resolutely
代坚持
upheld
和发
General
展
Xi Jinping's
中国特
co-position
色
on
社
the
会主
Party
义的
Central
历史
Committee
进程中，
as
始
a
终
whole
成为
and resolutely
坚强
upheld the
领导
party
核心。
as a whole.
中国特色社会主义道路是当代
Socialism
中
with
国
Chinese
大踏步
characteristics
赶上时代、
is
引领时代
the
发展
right
的康庄
course
大道。
ahead to lead the contemporary China
2001
to
年
step up
江
and
泽民
keep
同志
up
在
with the
庆祝
time.
中国
In
共产党成立
2001
80周年大会上强调，
On the 18th
80年的
anniversary
实践
of the
启示我们
foundations of the Communist Party of
必须
China,
坚定地
Comrade
以
Jiang Zemin
走自
has
己的路。
underscored that
这
the
是总
80
结我
years
们党的
practice
历
has
史得出的
inspired us that
最
we
基
must
本的
stick
经
to
验。
our own route. This is the
新征
basic
程上，
experience that we
我
have
们一定要
summarized
坚
from
持
the
中
party's
国特
history.
色社会主义
On
道
the
路，
new journey ahead,
坚
we
持党
must
的基本
stick
理
to
论、
the socialism
基
with the
本路
Chinese
线、
characteristics,
基本方略，
stick to the basic
坚
theories,
持自信、
pathways, and
自强、
strategies of
守
the
正、
party.
创新，
Be confident,
在自
and
己选择的正确道路
self-improving,
上
innovative,
蹌步
and
走下去，
self-correcting,
以中国式
forging
现代化
ahead
全面
in
推
the
进
right course
中华
that
民
we
族
selected,
伟大复兴。
promoting the great rejuvenation of the Chinese people in an all-rounded manner with the Chinese modernization.
根本力量，
The people are determining powers
对
for
人
the
民
fate of our
无限
party
忠诚
and our country.
心中
Comrade Jiang
始
Zemin
终装着
have
人民。
had the infinite loyalty to the
他
people.
提出要以
He has
人民群
always
众为本，
have the people at the bottom of his heart. He came up
最大
the
多数人的
ideas
利益
that we
是
should be
最紧要
people-centered,
和最具有
and
决
also
定性的因
emphasized
素
once again that the
这是
interest of the
马克
majority
思
of the
主义的
people
基本
is the
观点
most decisive as well
必须
as
不但
the
实现
most
好、维
important
护好、
factors.
发展好，
This is the
最
basic
广大人
principle
民
for
的
Marxism.
根本利益。
We must realize and maintain and develop
新征程
the
上，
interest of the
我们一定要坚
people
持人
on
民
the
至
new
上，
journey ahead. We must be
全心全意
people-centered,
为人民服
serve the
务，
people wholeheartedly,
贯彻以人民为
stick
中
to
心
the
的
development
发展思想，
ideologies that is going to be people-centered,
发展全过程
develop
人民民主。
the people's democracy in all the process,
始终保持同人民群众的
and
血肉联
always
系，
kept a close bond with the people and the
同呼
public,
吸，共
shared
命运，
the breath,
心连
the
心，
destiny, and the heart
推
with
动
our
人的全面
people,
发展，
promoting all-rounded
全体人民
development
共同富
of
裕
the people,
取得更为
and
明显
making
的
sure
实
there
质
are
性进展。
more distinct real progress for the common prosperity of all of our people.
改革开放是决定当代中国前途命运
Reform
的关
and
键一招。
Opening up with an
江
important
泽民同志
threshold
强调，
determined the Chinese
通过理论
destiny
创
and
新
future.
推动制度创
Comrade
新、
Jiang Zemin
科技
highlighted
创新、
that
文化创新，
the systematic
以及其他各方面的
innovation,
创新。
scientific innovation, and cultural
不但在
innovations,
实践
as
中
well as innovations
探索
in
前
all
进，
the other aspects laid by the
永不自满，
theoretical
不懈
innovations,
怠，
means all of us should forge ahead in the realities, never be self-contained, and never relax. This is going to be the fundamental principles for all of us to rule the party and our country. On the new journey ahead, we must recognize the changes correctly, deal the changes with the scientific measures, and pursue the changes actively, implement the new development theories, and construct the new development situations, promoting high-quality development, all-rounded reform and opening up, while trying to promote the socialism with the Chinese characteristics, promoting the modernizations of the national governance systems and governance capacity. That is how we are going to win the advantage and the future. China cannot develop without the world, and the world cannot prosper without China. Comrade Jiang Zemin underscores that we must go with the tide of the history, build an international political and economic new order with fairness and reasons, fight for long-term peace, international development, maintaining our national sovereignty and security in all-rounded manner, and contributing greater shares for the peace and the development of the mankind. On the new journey ahead, we must be open-minded, upheld the flags of peace, development, cooperation, and win-win, spread the shared values of all mankind, promoting the high-quality development of the Belt and Route, and build a new types of the international relations based on the shared destiny of mankind. Join hands with all the progressive forces in the world, dare to fight and dare to win, is the great spiritual power for the CPC and Chinese people. Comrade Jiang Zemin has emphasized that our party is leading our people on a course of the great fight toward the modernizations of socialism. Inevitably, we are going to meet with a lot of difficult and complicated situations. The confrontations and fights, domestic and abroad, between the different social systems and ideologies, is always testing all the party members. We must be heroic to overcome all the enemies. Man cannot bend our noble head. On the new journey ahead, we must keep the fighting spirit for every single day, as well as the ever bravery, and actively grasp the courses of the history, enhancing the determination, backbone, and confidence of all the parties, all the countries, and all the ethnic groups. We are not going to believe in the heresies and not succumb to the pressure. And we are going to deal with all the difficulties and challenges on the way ahead. Comrades, friends, Comrade Jiang Zemin bade us farewell. His name, achievement, thoughts, and charisma will always be part of the history and engraved at people's hearts, generation after generation. The party the military, and all the ethnic groups in our country is going to be united closer around the CPC Central Committee. We are going to strive to make the progress and forge ahead to comprehensively build a modern society with socialism and strive for the great rejuvenation of the Chinese people.
Jiang Zemin 同志永垂不朽。
Eternal glory to Comrade Jiang Zemin.
向江泽
Let
民
us
同志三鞠
fall
躬，
3 times to Comrade
鞠躬
Jiang Zemin.
再鞠躬，三鞠躬，奏国际歌。
Play the Internationale.
江泽民同志追悼大
The
会
memorial meeting for
结束。
Comrade Jiang Zemin now concludes.